Fate needs you, Proxy. Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nirn. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy. We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here and secure your cooperation. Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster and Mora will reward you. The one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Ulvano cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water and your path will become clear. Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time. I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power, one of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion. They seem to be servants of other Daedric princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And we are not dealing with just simple cultists. There are others. Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise. Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explain too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us. I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for. I seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora. I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk? Thank the ancestors you stopped. Right. Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I need to collect ingredients for a medicinal tincture, and I simply don't have time. I need someone to help. Ah, yes. I am Balver Bemis, retainer to Oathman Lero Rawlis of House Telvanni. Laro suffers from beastly headaches, and I'm making a tincture to address his malady. I need some hard-to-attain ingredients. If you aid me, I'll pay you well. I need the musk gland of a bull netch. I spotted some netch remains around Kemmel Z. Also a plant called the volcanic stinkhorn from near Salem Mora. And lastly, fungal blooms from a dead shroom beetle. The best ones skitter around Tel Dreloth.
Stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse. Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate ever-branching tree begins to grow again, and with it, new possibilities emerge. It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds. I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm. Let Larabil guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant. The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics, combine them. Do you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nern. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nern will cease to exist. The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric prince. What you see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to fate. Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind. Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nern is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage. That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you, no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Lyramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms. It is for your peace of mind, mortal. I offer to bind myself, to give you the power to constrain my actions, so that you may trust me. The contract also marks you as my proxy. That could prove beneficial in some places you must travel. Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Lyramil in Necrom. Choose wisely.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Adventurers wanted. Apply here.
The tribunal pays well.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you? And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape. I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you. The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done. A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about? Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful in venerating their forebears. Telrendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you. Alavelis is a minor settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy. An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city. In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger. Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent. Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There, 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will
Anyone who...
I don't mean to burden you with my troubles, stranger, but something dreadful is happening in Alavelis. I'm lucky I escaped when I did. It's a village in the South Peninsula. When I heard that the glass mine was reopening, I went there to find employment. I'm a miner by trade, and I needed the work. They hired me, but instead of mining, they wanted us to build something. I never found out. I stumbled upon a group of Daedric cultists and realized something really bad was going on there. I ran and never looked back. I told the city guard, but I don't think they believed me. Someone needs to do something. I don't mean to burden you with my troubles. I never found out.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain makes sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help.
Well, that was a waste of time. I enjoy seeing what people...
Mortal, why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye? Mortals, you scurry around obsessed with your petty affairs and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait, were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die? Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache. Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. Aid me and I'll give you some. I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all, but I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight. You'll see. As I said, divergences in the threads of fate call to me. My purpose is to correct those digressions, examine the contradictions, and rectify them. I can't leave until I succeed. Don't ask me why, there is no why. It simply is. I am Scroot, a powerful servant of the Great Eye. Creatures of my Daedric order call ourselves... It doesn't matter. Everyone else calls us Watchlings. An insulting diminutive, but I expect nothing more. Oh, do you mock me? I detect a note of mockery. I should reduce your brain to rotten cheese for your temerity. Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point of anything, really? Just know that I can summon a mighty strike when fate requires it. Very mighty. Yes, but it's usually easy enough to nudge a mortal follower of Hermaeus Mora to summon me when the ripples of fate draw me here. It's not my fault the fragile mortal got himself killed. Well, Maybe it is. Who can say? Fate works in mysterious ways. Olivalis? Or this tedious mortal plane? No, don't tell me. My answer's the same in either case. It's a dust mote, populated by delusional insects whose meaningless lives seem important to them. I can't bring myself to care. I have no clue. When my master exerts his power in this plane, the consequences linger. Footprints in the malleable clay of fate that harden to stone with the passing ages. I sense that events here run counter to something my master did long ago. Something special about a mortal settlement? Hardly. Olivalis fails to stand out from the sheer mediocrity of 1,000 similar places in this world. Until the followers of a Daedric prince seize control of it anyway. Which may be something. You mean besides the dead devotee of Hermaeus Mora? They call themselves the Hidden Kindred. Since I could see them, the nomenclature must be ironic. I also noticed some Daedra. Dremora of Clan Dreamcarver, sworn to serve Prince Vermina. A rhetorical question? Must be. Very well. Vermina is the Daedric Prince of Dreams and Nightmares. I also noticed Periite followers among the Hidden Kindred. Before you ask, he's the Prince of Pestilence. Never heard of such an alliance before. The mortal who summoned me complained of terrible nightmares before he died. Beyond that, I was just about to begin my long and grueling investigation when you arrived. If only you had more tentacles, it would make the work go faster. Horrible noise you mortals make. Mortal, let me aid you.
Are you real? Not another one of those awful dreams. And you look undisturbed. Don't you hear the terrible whispers? It started when a stranger came to town, a Tilvani master. She offered to purchase the old glass mine. I thought it was too good to be true. The mine closed years ago. But she offered us a chest full of gold, and the village elders accepted it. Everyone in the village was given a job in the mine. Then others came. Masons and additional laborers, we thought. Then the dream started. Nightmares. Toiling in the darkness. Working to cut malachite and stone for an arch and a statue. In the dream, they were building an arch in the mine while we dug out the glass and stone. What wasn't used for the arch was sent to restore a statue. At least that's what the overseer said. We woke each morning exhausted, hands bloody. I don't know. But listen. The overseer and his workers, they're Daedra worshippers. They rounded up the villagers and took them away. I hid. Check the green glass inn. The cultists commandeered it. Now please, I need to get out of here.
Nightmares. Sounds like Prince Vermina, all right. We should investigate this green glass inn. I'd like to learn more about this arch and... Are mortal villages typically so broken and on fire? Here, mortal, let a papa smite your foe. Great eye. Call on me. I'd like to learn more about this arch and statue the villager spoke of. But first we should visit this... How disappointing. Another name that overpromises and underdelivers. Yeah, well, we might as well look around. Master Xiaoreni. Are you familiar with this mortal? The Dreamcarvers plan to strike at Apocrypha? Oh, that must be the disturbance in fate that brought me here. I assumed this would turn out to be some pointless mortal delusion. A minor contradiction easily resolved. But Oblivion gateways and Daedric shrines, and plans to invade Apocrypha? Ugh. This might take longer than I thought. Clearly, the cult used the mind to construct a portal to Apocrypha for the express purposes of invading my master's realm. They also sent stone to restore a Daedric shrine, most likely one devoted to Periite or Vermina. But who's Master Xiaoreni? Doors in Apocrypha lead to secrets and knowledge. Something this Torvasard saw in a dream? Is that why Vermina is involved? I suppose we should investigate the mine next. Just make sure I don't get mutilated. Reconstitution is so unpleasant. Most of the time, the research I undertake is wasted. But my study of the area indicated that the mine runs underneath the village. The entrance lies to the east. Why do you bear the mark of my master, mortal? You don't seem to be a devotee. Of course he did. Mortals always get the special titles, but who winds up doing all the work? Usually that's me. Well, as long as we're both here, we might as well work together. What's the worst that could happen? Never mind. I already know. Never heard of him. The letter we found claims he's an unaligned Dremora working with Vermina and Periite. And with Master Xiaoreni, too. It's highly unusual for a Dremora not to be dedicated to a clan or a prince. Not mention of a dream. Another contradiction and a flood of discrepancies. Daedra don't normally dream, not like mortals at any rate. Not even the Dremora who consider themselves above the rest of us. I may need to look into this Torvasard when I return to Apocrypha. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. No arch gateway here. Suppose I need to go deeper inside. Let me aid you. I am a vessel with a great eye. Call on me. Some of the missing villagers. Mortals should have the decency not to leave their empty husks lying about. It's untidy. An arched gateway. It's inactive, but I can detect the lingering energy of Apocrypha in the air. It must have closed recently. Look around, mortal. We need more information before I attempt to activate this gateway. This is bad. But at least we have the invocation needed to activate the gateway. Contradictions cling to those tools like void tapes adhere to a watcher's tentacles. Leave them for now. We need to deal with the gateway. I suppose we have no choice. We need to activate the gateway and follow Hermaeus Mora's enemies to Apocrypha. Such heroics aren't usually part of my duties, but so it goes. I'll open the portal, then in we go. Did I use the wrong words, mortal? My investigation is incomplete. To find out what the hidden kindred seek in my master's realm, I must follow them. And since you agreed to assist me, you must follow me. I like it less than you, believe me. Apocrypha can be overwhelming for mortals. You may find power or despair, knowledge or madness. Still, you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. I think you're meant to go there, and damn it all, I think I'm meant to go with you. Ready yourself, mortal. And what was that invocation? By seventh Umbra and the dismal name, I bid thee open Cephaliarch's vein. I followed a disturbance in the threads of fate to this location, mortal. Now we hover over a precipice. Enemies of my master have invaded his realm. As much as I hate the idea, we need to follow them and protect Apocrypha. Now enter the portal. Behold, Apocrypha. Don't look up, mortal. I understand your kind find our sky disturbing. Heads up. They went that way.